global peace and security, for pushing forward in spite of the challenges, especially when I called to say this is mission impossible. She still wanted to go through with it, for the tenacity to see this through and bring us to this place. Let us one more time. I appreciate it. Now, we're going to receive a presentation from someone who is an expert in technology and in security. I will try to run through his bio, and he's a man of many parts. He's presently the Chief Executive Officer of Shaeffer Global Management, but he also has a military background, right? And he served for about 20 years, or 30 years, right, at the U.S. Capitol Police. The U.S. Capitol is the U.S. version of our own National Assembly, right, where you have the senators and legislators. And he served with the U.S. Capitol Police for about 30 years as a communications expert. Now, he holds numerous certifications with the Federal Emergency Management Association, FEMA, which is like our own NEMA in Nigeria, or is it NEMA, as well as in emergency management, incident management, emergency communications, continuity operations, exercise development, and facilitation. During his extensive career, he has participated in security operations for 7 presidential inaugurations. Did you hear that? 7 presidential inaugurations, right? And 14 presidential State of the Unions, okay? 2 presidential laying in state funerals, several conventions, head of state and VIP visits, and congressional gold medal ceremonies. His expertise includes he has organized and implemented the first evacuation plan for the U.S. Capitol building, which evolved into the present-day Capitol campus evacuation program. He was the first vice chairman and liaison, as well as mediator to the U.S. Capitol police officers in several union-related issues. He created and implemented a statewide junior leadership program, including the supervision of a statewide multi-team training program. He created and implemented a battalion-wide physical security program, safety program, and security program for the Maryland Army National Guard. He created and implemented and commanded 3 new tactical quick response teams for the deployment in response to statewide critical incidents determined by the governor. He then oversaw trainings and briefings for senior executives, high-level dignitaries, and VIPs. He will tell you more about some of his current projects, especially those that are relevant to Africa and Nigeria. I should also mention that he has some expertise in the area of agriculture as well. Like I said, he's a man of many parts. He is definitely someone you want to tie into. You want to, after his presentation, you want to spend time with him and exchange contacts and see how he can benefit whatever project you have and contacts that you know. I was just telling him before the program started that we need to take him to Nigeria. He needs to come to Nigeria. As a personal business owner and entrepreneur, Mr. Shaeffer was the CEO of the successful Koi Pond business for 10 years, including the design, installation, and management of a number of commercial and residential custom-created water features and fountains, lights, plants, and imported koi. His former clients include the Rotunda Condominium Complex in Tysons Corner, Virginia, and the Sunderland Condominium Complex in Centerville, Virginia. His capabilities also include working in several executive federal agencies to create a continuity of operations plans, facilitating exercises to test various security plans and strategies, and reporting final evaluation summaries to the executive office, participating in several national public safety communications standards for organizations, organizational structure, humanitarian assistance, project development management, and marketplace training. I should also conclude by saying he's my friend, of which I'm very proud of. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let us receive Mr. Larry Shaeffer. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So most of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank God for this opportunity, and God for connecting us, and God for connecting us. Because if it had not, let me do this. Thank you. If it had not been for the Lord, there's a song there. If it had not been for the Lord, I would not be standing up here before you. All those accolades that he may speak of, if we go back 30 years, 35 years, I would be a young man on a dairy farm in Iowa, milking cows and baling hay, leaving home at $20 in my pocket, going away to the military, and eventually finding myself in Washington, D.C., where I started my federal career with Capitol Police, which led me to all the other things.